up the money. One of the all on the same. Broke at the end of the month, flow Joe, kill more, run it up, keep clean. Never let them touch, fits like temper, tantrums. Girl, come back that up. All in the club, and bring up about a Pearl 6, Louis speed bag glued to her wrist. She was getting paid, she ain't think a thing, but she was thinking slay. We blade thicker than a snicker bag. Talking about she don't come with no baggage. All in her bag, I probably should. I'm really just running for money. I'm love flow Joe chasing a check. I'm really gonna run up the money.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. A few minutes ago, it sounded like the 4th of July on the National Mall as the hometown Redskins were introduced to this sold-out crowd. They are set to go as their guys will match up with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers.
Double. Set, fire,
On first down, it's Smith. Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. Kentrell Bryce picks it, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. They are in a zone. Remember, folks, 4 interceptions for this defense a week ago. First drive, make it number 5.
And the focal point will be the people who pick the ball out of the air. But let's not forget, to make that happen, it has to be an excellent pass rush, terrific coverage where they are plastered to the receivers, and then, of course, taking it away, making the catch, and going in the other direction.
Here we go. 58.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Hey, 88. Zoom.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions and not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, some big guy, we're going to change the football. So it's obvious that's the problem. It's not you. Keep firing.
Smith and the Redskins will come up now 1st and 10 right at the 30. After the interception, here's Smith. He'll back, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Nick Perry in from his linebacker's spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Slot. Regular.
Throwing is Smith. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Let's go. Let's go, 15.
The first carry for the rookie, it's Darius Geis. And not only will he not get the few inches he needs, he's going to go backwards. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. Now the rookie from Notre Dame, it's Josh Adams. And he works free. And all the way down to the 35. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he gets it down to the 32. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 2nd down now, Adams. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Inside.
On 3rd down, that's Adams. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And Crosby puts it through, and the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the 3.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
And here come the Redskins now. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
15. Set line, 80.
Geis with a carry on 2nd down. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Any team that runs the toss and runs it successfully, that means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice game. Smith on 1st down.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith sliding out of the pocket. This one complete to Jordan Reed. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there at 22. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
52. 35.
It's Geis on the counter. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
That's good for a Redskin first down. Richardson on the reception from Smith. On first down, Smith going to throw deep for the end zone. And he's got his man. That's Crowder for the Redskins touchdown. Jamison Crowder, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Redskins have taken a first-quarter lead. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 22. Rodgers now to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Rodgers now on first down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure, and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Hey, check 26. Hey, check 26.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. And you don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, Davis.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? They start on the ground with Geis, and he stopped immediately there. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like,
blitz coming, and down he goes. Kenny Clark, never giving up. He's able to keep working and get him for a loss of 12.
12. Hey, slot.
3rd and long, it's Smith. Uncorks one for Davis. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
the beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands. Guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
Hey, we are going. We are going. No.
They begin the drive with Williams. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Fine. Yeah.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. And he checks this one down to Williams. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
On 1st down, Rodgers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Hey, check 26. Hey, we are going.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And that's complete to Adams. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Zoom. That's fine, yeah.
On 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
319! Jumbo! Hey, check 26! We are going. 319.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Ryan Kerrigan able to finally get him for a loss of 16. And it's going to lead to a 4th down. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. So out now come the Redskins. They're out in front. Last time they had it punted away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Mike Daniels in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Settle down, huh?
They run the counter now. It's Peterson. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
12.
Here's Smith throwing on 3rd and long. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now.
319!
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. And left side here, it's Graham. The ball comes out.
We are going. Hey, check 26. 319.
On 1st and 10, Rodgers. He's going to fire. And got his man complete. Past the 20. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. He's going to float this one deep right side. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Then it's Clinton Dix with a pick. Now the return will stop right around the 25. They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Now Smith. And that's incomplete.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get, because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
Line of scrimmage, again, the 25, 2nd and 10.
Settle down, huh?
On 2nd down, Peterson. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
You got 4, 15, 15, 15, 15.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. He will find Davis on the left side, complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. And Hopkins' kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Over here.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. That late in the clock, 2nd quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Redskins with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. Smith. Now he's got it. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Paul Richardson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. And he's able to put it through. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now the Packers get set to go. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
The drive starts with a handoff to Adams. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. So we've reached halftime here in D.C. in our nation's capital with a home team, the Redskins, on top. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They'll run again with Adams. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers on 1st down. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Matt Ioannidis. In there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
He can run for it, and he will. And he slides to avoid the hit. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting him the first.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a 1st down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
They go play action here on 1st down. Left side by Cobb. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
To throw is Rodgers. Flush to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Yeah, Liz. Zoom.
Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. And he comes back with one complete. 2 former All-Pros connecting. Rodgers fighting his tight end, Graham. Packer 1st down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
That's fine. Yeah. Check it out. 319. Back north.
On 2nd down, Adams. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Over here.
They come out here in the eye. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Josh Adams with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Packers are back within a score. And his kick is right through. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So here's the Redskins offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Smith and the Redskins will come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll try to get this running game going with Geis. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Geis showing he's going to be an important part of this Redskin backfield as he's in there again for first down. Geis. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe they'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Complete. Richardson has it. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. The Redskins on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
We got three, fellas. We got three. Tiger. Hey, slot.
To throw is Smith. Going up top. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
They'll begin here with Adams, and he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Again, here's Adams. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. 1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 11. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with 3rd and long. And, you know, this is the time of game where these drives really, really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
Rodgers now to throw on third down. And he's going to drop this off to Williams. Complete. Oh, and now some space to operate. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. And 12 yards that time and picking up the first. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up first and 10. Rodgers now on first down. He shakes him off. Buying time to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
Box it, box it, box it, box it. Yeah, Liz.
Back to the air on second down. It's Rodgers. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. And since they still have 10 yards to go, they'll just say, let's roll this over to third down and decline it.
Let's just be honest about it. If you can't get them off the field on 3rd and 10, then something's wrong with your defense anyway. No sense in taking that penalty.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
319! 319! Hey, check 26!
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
On 1st and 10, Smith. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Muhammad Wilkerson. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Redskins with the football and the lead as we start the 4th. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now it's Smith. Throw left side is complete to Reed. And down he'll go at the 25. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
The Redskins on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
15. Hey, slot.
Here's Smith. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Packers offense now. They get ready to head back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They start on the ground with Adams. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Rodgers now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
319. Jumbo. Hey, where I go?
To throw, it's Rodgers. Being chased out left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Matt Ioannidis in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
58.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. Flushed out right. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Wide open receiver complete. And they will finally catch him, but not before he gets it to the 11. A big play, Smith to Crowder, 53 yards. Smith very much in control of this Redskins offense early in his tenure in D.C. He's got it 1st and 10. On 1st down, Smith. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Hey, back up.
On the handoff, it's Geis. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here? And
he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead now up to 14. Fielded about a yard deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Rodgers now on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Lets it fly deep for Cobb. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Tell the truth, partner. You didn't think he was coming down with that one, did you? Come on, tell me the truth.
No, I didn't. I'll tell you what, though. A one-handed grab of that length. Talk about giving your team a little juice.
Oh, big time. I mean, everyone's going to be excited about that one, whether you're on the field or not. It permeates his way through the entire team, and I can't wait to see what they do on the next down.
Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And this is going to be covered up by the Redskins. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
On first down, this is Geis. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
12.
Back to the ground on first. It's Geis. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And now the Packers going to take another timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. They'll hand it down to Geis. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. The offense on 3rd down tonight, it's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and the nose of the football.
12.
Now it's Smith. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. On is Hopkins now for the extra point. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. Oh, spinning away. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. He's going to let it fly. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in the game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Out to the left here to Reed. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Smith going to throw it. And that is caught by the tight end Reed. Touchdown, Washington. Jordan Reed, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the interception by the Redskins leads to a touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game.